Well, good grumpy evening to all of you guys.
Dang, maybe they don't get good news tonight.
I don't know. It seems like
everybody's being pretty snarky.
Jiminy.
Wow.
It's not like I don't work hour after hour to make these things happen for you. Holy mackerel, folks.
Literally spends all afternoon working on this stuff.
No, it's okay.
Fine.
I just won't sleep in the future so that you can have different music. It's not like we have a crew of people doing this, ladies and gentlemen.
No, we don't have people doing this
You're
for us.
You're looking at the crew.
Right here.
So
he does
Phoebe,
it all. He makes it all happen.
Phoebe, if you are more than welcome to go ahead and make the intro for this, okay?
Guys, just mute it. Don't like the
and
Christmas
somebody
music.
else, I think somebody else was depressed about it. Oh man, Robert, come on! I invite you. Make the intro, bro.
Yeah, no kidding.
Come on, send it over. It's HD. So hey, everybody.
Good evening, everyone.
Let's start that again. That went south quickly.
No kidding.
So good evening, Brad here. I'm making a lot more out of this.
Making a mountain out of a molehill.
I'm just milking it because it's fun to milk. All right, fine. She's in timeout.
Oh,
how you like that? Oh, timeout.
Don't do that.
I put her in time.
No, don't do that.
That's your last warning, sister.
Last
warning.
Just don't.
Timeout. So anyway, January 23rd, 2022. How are you guys doing this evening? I hope you're doing well. And yeah.
Let's get rid of
so
right there.
You guys know how this works. We are here to actually have some really, really good news stories. Yeah, uplifting, amazing things. Let me tell you what, we've got some fun stories later coming up here, guys. We usually try to stall out for a little bit and just tell you what's going on here at the Big Family Homestead for a while. And then we get into our great news stories. But we are also, backed by popular demand, the game.
The game.
I think
in the heck can you possibly do with this particular item?
That's
not its normal intended use.
Intended, yeah.
Whatever. I don't know how it actually goes.
I don't even know. I say it different, I think, every time. I think it's, what in the heck could I possibly do with this item that's not its original or intended use?
Right.
So you got to put your prepper / reuse, recycle, renew, and something else.
Something.
Hat.
Yeah.
And come up with the best ideas, because that will be happening later.
Yeah. Yeah.
So this week, it's been ridiculously cold.
It has been really cold. And we've been kind of...
Hold on. I'm not... Sorry. Okay. Christmas music or no Christmas music for next week? What do you guys? Christmas music, yes? Or Christmas music, no? Type in your what do the people want? And I will give the people what they want. I'll count them up later. I'll count up the comments. Christmas music or no? Now, please, Mom. Sorry.
I don't remember what I was going to say.
It has been really cold. It has been really cold.
Very, very, bitterly cold. The second you walk out of the door, your nose hairs are frozen, and it's hard to be outside for any length of time. And we've been told by some folks who live in the UK, there's not bad weather, there's only bad clothing.
Isn't that cool?
And I'm not wearing bad clothing. I have double layers, triple layers. I have good gloves. I've got a hat. I've got my glove. I'm warm. It's just too freaking cold outside. So yeah.
Yeah, that's the thing. It's like I don't usually mind until your body starts freezing to other parts of your body.
Right. Yeah, that's no fun. Or freezing. Okay, so this actually happened. This happened this morning. I was out, I was getting ready to milk the cow, and, I wash the teats every time I use hot water. Not hot, where I can't touch it, but warm enough where it's not going to freeze right away, and hot soapy water. And so I am out there, and then I accidentally touch the metal surge milker bar. I'm not going to knock this over. It's fine.
You keep waving your hand dangerously close to the open liquids.
I am not. And my hand actually got stuck to the bar.
Yeah.
So anyway, it was really cold this morning. And my fingertips were numb for probably 10 minutes after coming in the house.
You know what's really funny is I've just been counting, like completely unofficial counting. It's honestly about half and half. And to be honest, guys, I really don't care. I love Christmas music, but I really don't care. I just was making a big deal about it because it seems like you guys were making a big deal about it.
Yeah.
And so, sorry, next week it's only Christmas speed metal. That's how it's going to be.
No, Christmas polka. I want Christmas polka.
Polka your eyes out, man.
Polka your eyes out. That's right.
Better be careful.
Yeah. So you guys have to understand. Brad works really hard. No. He works really hard to put on a good live stream. Well, I can still talk louder because you're microphone.
Oh, my dear, you can talk louder. That was the best setup ever. Wasn't that the best setup ever?
It's awesome.
She's trying to compliment me, and I just don't.
Yeah, he's going to be a turd about it.
I don't take that stuff well.
No, so he does work really hard to put on a good live stream and plans ahead and all this other stuff. And what are you doing?
Go ahead.
You're a punk.
Keep going.
Yes, she's right. Where's the she's right? Yeah, I know. I know I'm right. I'm always right.
I meant this one.
No, whatever. Whatever. Anyway. He works really hard to make it fun and entertaining for you guys to sit through an hour of watching us. I mean, come on. So, cut him some slack, will you please?
I don't mind watching.
Yeah, I know. Holy smokes, it's going to be 29 in Ocala tonight.
Wow.
Yikes.
We spent most of our young life in
Florida, so we know what it's.
Florida.
Yeah, we know what that temperature's not. It's no bueno in Florida.
Like that.
That's going to mess up the
soundly
citrus.
Vetoed.
That's going to mess up the citrus crops and strawberries.
Oh yeah, it might actually.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't remember when they harvest.
They harvest in January, I thought.
Yeah, but when? That's what I mean.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. That
anyway,
stinks.
So to stave off the winter doldrums, we've been planning the garden.
Yeah, no kidding. It's getting and now our garden is completely covered with snow. So there's no getting to the garden anytime soon because the dirt is frozen. You can barely see the tops of the raised beds, and they're like 3 feet high.
Yeah.
No, well, some of them are 3 feet high, but yeah, it's crazy. There's no getting to the garden, but there is planning we can do. Yeah. And dreaming of getting our hands dirty, and
we just bring some dirt inside. So that we can have it all winter long. We keep it in buckets in the living room. Mm-hmm. That would be a terrifying prospect for somebody like she's in her apron. I saw her here earlier.
Kimmy's here. Hey, Kimmy.
Yeah, so we actually have dirt gardens that don't have anything planted in them. We just play in them. That's not true at all.
It's not true.
That's not true.
No. I probably, what I could do is I could probably repot the aloe plants.
They're big.
It's enormous.
You know what's funny is we could never grow them this big when we lived in Florida.
No.
Which they're native.
No.
To the Florida.
I got it.
Got them. Mm-hmm. So, yeah, we've been dreaming and hoping and wishing and digging and planning and worming and seeding. Not yet. We can't do much yet.
No, we can't. But we do need to start thinking about how we're going to start our seedlings and make sure that we don't start them too soon like we did last year.
That was a mistake.
We started them too early. I started them in March. It was too early.
Well, and to give you guys an idea, for those of you who live, say...
in Texas
or Florida, this is what it looked like for us today, okay? We'll explain.
You got to see this.
But just let this seep into your consciousness.
Oh, yeah.
Here you go. You ready? Ready? Welcome to Wisconsin. When you get out here with these fields like this one's not so bad because there's corn.
Keep looking.
But yeah, if you'll look up here, the wind cuts across these open fields And sometimes it gets so bad where you can't even see it. It'll push the car around. But yeah, isn't this? It's beautiful and scary. It's crazy. Look at this, Mom.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, that guy is only probably 30 yards in front of us. Who's ready for sodas by the pool?
Oh, I am. Yes.
Sweet. High five.
Yeah. Oh my goodness.
Time to get the beach ball out.
Yeah, it was insane yesterday. I could not.
That was actually today.
Oh yeah, that's what I meant.
Today.
That was today. Yeah, I could not believe that it was like that. It was just crazy.
Yeah, and you know what's really, really weird? If you've ever lived up here, when the wind will whip across the road like that, pushing that like the light fluffy snow at night.
Dangerous.
At night, because what's weird is the way that your headlights will kind of cut through it. It looks like you're almost kind of going like through hyperspace, like you're in a spaceship or something.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I will say, though, that the reason why we were driving today was we went to the big city.
Went to
the big city. Wausau. And we throw up the air quotes big city because
so not a
it
big
seems
city.
like a lot of people that live there act like they're living in New York City or some massive place. And,
right.
Oh, look at these people with their soiled jeans. And all these pickup trucks. The humanity.
Yeah, it's
get over yourself. It's Wausau.
Yeah,
it's funny.
It is really funny, and there's a lot. I wouldn't say everybody, but there's a lot of folks that are just really rude. It's hard to be there, and
we're glad we
live. Yeah, exactly. I'm glad we don't live there.
Yeah, we venture into town when all the
once
bad
every
stuff,
6 months.
Yeah, when all the bad stuff that you're really not supposed to eat, but we love it anyway,
runs out.
So then it's like, okay, let's go to Aldi.
Well, and we have an Aldi that's in a smaller town that we like to go to. But we needed to get to Wausau for some other stuff that the other city didn't have. So
it was I was upgrading my phone.
Yeah.
Krista got her upgrade. You know how they stagger the times when you can upgrade your phones? Yeah. Hers happened in November?
I don't know. I don't remember.
And then mine just happened. Probably. We paid off one extra bill and mine happened today. So I can kind of keep up on the better camera than the one that I have on my other phone.
Right.
And I'm trying
goodness.
so hard right now to avoid
I would just
saying
don't
something.
Just don't. Because this happens in the big city. Well, in the big city.
No, I was shocked.
Yeah.
I was shocked and dismayed.
I wasn't.
When we went to go and to change our phone from one phone to the next phone, they demanded a picture ID.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I thought to myself, boy, that doesn't sound right. How can you exist in life if you don't have a picture ID? How's that even possible? I mean, sure, I have to have a picture ID to get a driver's license or nothing. I think you get my drift. You get my drift.
You don't need a picture ID to get a driver's license. You need a birth certificate and a social security card.
I'm teasing.
You need two forms of ID to get a driver's license.
And then they give you the picture ID. But they wouldn't let me change my AT&T bill without seeing it.
They needed to prove that it was us.
Wait a minute. So that's a form of ID? I don't know what's going on in this crazy world.
Yeah.
When you have to actually...
Oh my gosh. Are you kidding me?
That's awesome.
Jess, okay, where family says you need a...
No.
You need a picture ID to get a library card?
That's beautiful. That's a thing of power and beauty. Yeah.
What are some things that you can do without... No. I'm not going to say anything. What's... for a phone bill?
Oh, my gosh.
What are some things that you can do without a picture ID that are super important?
Really important.
Really determines...
the outcome of people's lives in a country for years.
Bingo, Teresa.
Years.
Bingo.
Why don't we move on?
Let's.
We are going to have a get-together in the spring.
Right. We're still trying to figure out the best place to do that. We've got a few options, but...
Sorry, guys.
You did it. You brought it up.
I couldn't help it.
I know.
Because you know what? I honestly said something to the guy.
Oh, my goodness. It was so funny.
All I said was, well, wait a minute. Why do I have to show this? and I made a little quip. It was very, very, very lighthearted. Mm-hmm. And that dude liked to tear my head off.
Oh, my, yes.
He's like, we don't do politics here, and I don't want to talk about that.
It was really funny.
Because it was so obvious.
Yeah.
It was like, I can't change my phone bill, but then I can do that.
Mm-hmm. Let's move on.
It was like, what?
Where's your list, honey?
This is crazy talk. How could you possibly? And I want to make a video saying that this particular... No, I'm not.
No.
I'm going to stop there.
No.
Okay, so, biting my lip, engage. So, you guys ready for some good news?
Yeah.
We got plenty of good news. Plenty of good news.
Scott thinks we should have our get-together in Hawaii.
You paying for the bill there, Scott?
Yeah, right.
Is it like a... Yeah.
I'm not leaving the continental U.S., just so you know.
It's time for some good news, ladies and gentlemen. We miss Paul Harvey, the radio awesomeness.
Yes.
And he would come on daily, Monday through Friday kind of thing. And he would bring us stories of courage or encouragement or patriotism or all things cool.
Yep.
And we have some stories this week that, unfortunately, there are no tearjerker stories. But there are some feel-good stories. There are some stories that are just unusual. It's really, really neat. But forgive me if I stumble because it took a lot longer to get everything put together today than I thought. And so this first story, it was funny because I couldn't cut, copy, and paste the text.
No.
So it was one gigantic graphic.
Yeah, so we had to print. It actually printed out in 12 pages.
So I'm going to have to hang with me. You'll get the idea and the gist. We're going to have to turn on and off the graphic each time.
Okay, got it.
Okay, so here we go. This one's really, really great. When Ben Brown's dairy processor told him they could no longer buy his milk, he got to work bottling it himself. Brown's Whoa Nelly Dairy Farm has been providing high-quality cream line milk since the 1700s. That might have been a little premature.
I didn't know what the picture was.
Then wait for the story.
I was waiting for the story.
As she rolls her eyes. It sounds like a daytime soap.
There, how's that?
As she rolls her eyes. He sells some of it on his online farm store, but a large portion of it used to be sold to a dairy processor who pasteurized the milk and bottled it for local restaurants and markets. When he realized that he would have to dump hundreds of gallons of milk each week until 70 of his milk cows dried up, he just couldn't bear it. So he got to work, literally around the clock, pasteurizing in small batches in his 30-gallon vat and bottling it up. He posted on Facebook that they'd open the farm store for additional hours to sell milk directly to customers, and the response...
Cue the picture.
There we go. It was overwhelming. Man, we're getting good at this.
Zip it, Skippy.
This is jamming.
I'm going to just...
There it is.
Just zip it, Skippy.
There's so many pictures. I know their uncle, said Larry Basinger, and we wanted to help the Brown family through this, one customer said. We're going to buy 10 gallons I have from orders from our whole family. Wow. They sold out within hours and have sold out almost every day since. Wow. On the days they don't sell out, they donate their fresh, non-homogenized milk to local charities. I hate waste, and I don't want to dump milk. People can use it, but I still have to pay my bills, said Brown. Brown and his wife, Mary Beth, purchased the farm 4 years ago from Ben's parents. He admitted to the local paper that his family had been barely scraping by in the recent years, and that at first he was afraid the lockdown would be the end of them.
Oh, my.
Hold on. I'm almost there. Ugh.
I cut it down to 7 pages because the last 5 were all ads.
I don't want us to go under. The farm has been in the Brown family since the 1700s.
My
2 weeks ago, the farm was able to purchase a second 45-gallon pasteurization vat, so Brown won't have to stay up all night processing milk anymore.
My goodness.
And they are doing amazingly well.
Wow.
So, that said,
that's awesome.
Why don't you go ahead and get that here?
I got it.
Yeah. So that said, what a great story. The community coming around and
I got it. Oh.
The community coming around and helping this family out is an amazing thing. So.
Yeah.
Next story, Mama, what do you got?
All right. So, Ottawa paramedics are thanking an 8-year-old boy for saving an elderly man who was almost completely buried in snow during a blizzard Monday morning. In a tweet, the Ottawa Paramedic Service and Clayton McGuire had spotted the man near his home and immediately told his parents, who called 911. The gentleman was almost all covered due to the huge snowfall when Clayton spotted him, the paramedic service said. A man, I saw him on the floor, went to go to my mom and dad straight away. Clayton's dad, Joey McGuire, said he checked on the man as soon as he was outside. I asked the man if he was okay. He seemed like he was hurt and he couldn't get up. He couldn't walk. He had no strength at all. Looked like he had been down here for at least 20 minutes, maybe longer, because he was totally covered in snow. McGuire says he and his wife brought the man up to their stairs and sat him down and got a blanket. Clayton made him a hot chocolate while they waited for the ambulance to arrive. The man was assessed at the scene but ultimately decided not to go to the hospital, according to paramedics. A major snowstorm dumped more than 40 centimeters of snow on Ottawa Monday with rapid accumulation during the morning hours. Environment Canada said 12 inches fell between 12 centimeters between 8 and 9 a.m. Others are calling him a hero for his quick thinking and sharp eyes. I am very proud of him. McGuire said of his son, he is awesome.
That's awesome. Yeah. You know, I see that Scott here is referring to the story before. A lot of folks saying they miss fresh milk. Come on over, man.
Yeah.
Come get some.
Yeah, we cannot sell it. It is illegal to sell in Wisconsin, but we can come and have a glass at our table.
Yep,
so,
absolutely.
Yeah.
And, you know, we've been known to, you know.
Shush. You've been known to shush.
We've been known to shush.
That's right.
It has happened from time to time.
Yep.
All right.
Yep.
For a story from across the pond in Wales. This is an unusual, interesting story. In March, Richard Brown and Giselle Eagle, wardens of the small island of Stockholm, spotted rabbits digging up pebbles and pottery shards. The couple wondered if the items were of any significance. They sent photos to archaeologists, and they were surprised to learn that the pebbles were, in fact, remnants of 9,000-year-old Stone Age tools, while the shards were from a 3,750-year-old cremation urn. Nice, huh? Cremation urn from the Bronze Age, making them the oldest known artifacts from that island. Thanks to the sharp eye of the wardens, we have the first confirmed Mesothilic tools and the first Bronze Age pottery from Stockholm, said Toby Driver, an archaeologist at the Royal Commission, Wales. The discoveries are evidence of hunter-gatherer occupation on the island. Prior studies went only back as far as the Iron Age, which extended in Great Britain from 800 BC to 100 AD. Once COVID-19 travel restrictions are lifted, researchers are planning a trip to the island for further exploration.
That's really cool, actually.
Being able to watch those bunnies.
Yeah. Yeah. But the picture threw me, so.
Yeah.
Thanks, hon.
Well, I wanted something that stood out.
Yeah, and it does. It definitely does.
They didn't take pictures of the bunnies scurrying and digging up the pottery.
They probably should have.
They did not.
Yeah, Connie's right. That is scary.
That rabbit? Yeah. The funny thing, go back to the picture. The funny thing is that I typed into the search, funny rabbit. And it does look funny. But I didn't really notice that hand right there was directly behind, like, the hackle.
It's probably holding the scruff of the neck.
I'm hoping that.
You can pick rabbits up easily that way.
It doesn't hurt them.
It doesn't hurt them, but it probably was, it looks like it was yawning.
Let's hope.
Yeah, I'm sure it was yawning.
Let's hope.
Let's
go. It definitely wasn't searching for pottery.
Let's go with yawning. Not yarning. Not yawning.
Spinning a yarn.
Yeah.
That's nice.
Yeah.
This is really cool, and this happened in our backyard.
Well,
not
yes,
literally.
Not literally in our backyard. For weeks, in the frigid Wisconsin winter, neighbors in Appleton were puzzling over a sudden mystery. On garbage days, they would trudge with their trash bins down their long driveways of snow and ice, and in the evenings, the bins appeared back at their garages. Melody Leutenegger, who lives in the neighborhood of Grand Chute, first asked her husband, but he replied, "No, I'm not bringing the garbage cans up."
Everybody thought it was somebody else.
Right. Then she thought it was the garbage company. She decided to stake out the area to discover the identity of the good deed doer. It was the day before Christmas Eve, she said, and I got a little gift for them. I stood there waiting and waiting. At 8:21 in the morning, she saw Dick Ponsloff, a 75-year-old senior who lives a few streets over, coming up the driveway with the Leuteneggers garbage cans. WFRV broadcasts a regular segment called Positively Wisconsin to showcase inspiring people, and Dick turned out to be quite inspiring. When I retired, I got sick of doing nothing, so I started going around picking up garbage cans. Not just certain ones, everyone's. He told the local news from nearby Green Bay. He's lived in Wisconsin most of his life and always loved winters. I put this mask on because it makes your face nice and warm. That's the reason I'm wearing it. I don't normally wear it, he laughed again. Just to be nice to people and all. Just to be nice to all people, he said. It's just what you gotta do. Just think if you were home and you needed someone for help. Leutenegger benefited from something more intangible than help. You know, the kindness that strangers give is an unexplainable feeling.
Oh, man. And you know what? Simple little thing.
Yeah.
And it's that pay it forward mentality, I think, that, can build community and can really change people's day. You don't know what people have been through.
Yep.
I mean, it's a funny thing because I remember when I was in high school and, you'd have lunchtime. And if you went to the lunchroom, I always tried to make sure that if I wasn't, because Christa went to a different high school than I did, I always tried to make sure that I said something nice to the lunch lady. Okay, this is a true story. And every day I would go say something, man, boy, thank you so much. Or I was just grateful or you look great today. And some of it was a little bit over the top, true.
Just to get extra, you know.
You know. But then I graduated high school early, mid-year, so that I could join the Marine Corps. Because I auditioned for the band. I played alto saxophone, and I love big band music. I love, Glenn Miller and swing and all that kind of stuff. And I auditioned and I made it, which that's not easy. I auditioned and I made it. And so then all of a sudden I was gone. And this is a true story. I was in the Marine Corps probably about 3 weeks in to boot camp. And I got a letter from my mom. And my mom was gushing with pride, not because I had joined the Marine Corps, but because the lunch lady was upset. She was freaked out what happened to this kid that came through her line every day and was so nice and so positive. And then she went to the principal, found out my name, contacted my mom, and said how much she loved having me there and how much I was an encouragement to her.
Right. And she wanted to find out if he was okay.
Yeah. And so she just was saying how grateful she was. And then that made my mom more proud than even going into the Marine Corps. And so she sends me that letter. And then that letter, I tell you what, if you've been in basic training, every little bit of oomph to keep you going is a powerful thing. And let me tell you what, they break you down.
Oh, yeah.
They build you back up, but they definitely break you down. And that was a letter that I cherish to this day. And it was just, you never know. You never know when somebody's day can be changed by a little thing. Just like this gentleman here.
Yep.
It could be the kind of thing that you just never, ever, no. I had it right. Because you're going to do that.
Okay.
Remember?
I remember now.
So you never know. Gene, thank you, sir. Thank you greatly, greatly, greatly. So, pause. This is she was clicking things. You don't click. You should no.
You should shush.
Here.
He is bad at shush. Shush.
Oh, it is true. But you're bad at click.
I didn't click anything wrong.
Tell him, Mom. Tell him.
So this is our obscene, what is it?
It's not an obscene profit
timeout.
Because we'll
it's really
probably
not.
make like $5.
Right. It's fine. It's just this is how we are able to live in central Wisconsin because you guys are awesome and you guys love Thrive as just much as we do. So there are 2 different deals going right now for Thrive. If you buy one of these awesome pantry can shelves, not pantry can, but the can system, one of those shelves, you get $100 in Thrive credit. So you can help put stuff in that shelf. Now, the other deal they have is if you sign up to be a consultant through the end of January this month, then you also get a $25 Thrive credit to buy extra items. So it's really a really good deal right now. So there's our obscene profit timeout and back to the show.
One more thing quick about Thrive. Last month, we personally sweetened the deal for folks who signed up as consultants.
That was in December, yeah.
Last month.
Right.
And what I was going to say about last month was that they're being shipped out and have been shipped out. Yes. That's all I was going to say.
Okay.
Just calm down. She's going to freak out over here. She's thinking I'm going to offer it again, and we're not because we can't afford it right now.
No. And if you are interested in checking Thrive out and want to do a monthly delivery service, there is no fee to do that. It is free to sign up. The only thing you pay for is what you order. And it's very easy to skip a month. You can cancel. It's really a good deal. So
there are links.
There are links below in the description box. And Treasure Rescue, I'm not exactly sure on the price.
I think they're more than $4 and
less than 100.
Less than 1,000.
I don't know. They're less than 1,000. There we go.
By a lot. So back to the good news. Commercial over. All right. So here's the scoop. Now we're going back over here. All right.
You got to.
Is that the right one?
No. You got to take that one.
Turn
that one off.
Right. There we go. I'm using my wrong hand.
It's using
and
not
I can't
your
read
wrong
it.
hand. You're using your left hand.
And I can't read it because it's way over there.
Then let me click.
I think we've clearly seen that you're not responsible enough to hold.
Did I shut off the live stream?
That's not good enough.
I can.
Oh no.
I can.
This is a Big Family Homestead live stream, and that is not good
I
enough.
still can. Here, should I have an open container near your keyboard?
Oh my gosh, this is stressful for me. Don't really don't. Please don't. That's like rule number 1. Even I, who've been in studios my entire life, have my water way over here on the edge of nothing, and if I happen to bump it, it's hitting the floor. You're already living dangerously and freaking me out.
Whatever.
Oh my gosh, people. Anybody?
And just so you know, never have I ever spilled anything in Brad's office. Never, ever. But how many times have you spilled anything on my desk? At least 5.
Okay. A prototype of renewable energy device modeled after Seaweed generates kinetic energy while it gently lolls about under the waves.
Can I click?
Yeah.
Okay.
While only a proven concept, a large enough scale of the small filaments could provide energy to major electrical appliances in coastal habitations such as floating buoys, coastal power stations, submerged devices, water monitoring equipment, or even a lighthouse. Renewable energy doesn't always look like something created from nature, but it certainly sometimes is inspired by nature. Already, there are intelligent solar panels that track the sun across the sky like sunflowers. They look tidal kites that swim about like fish, and now these energy-generating seaweed strips. As the waves move, the seaweed tengs, T-E-N-G-S, back and forth. The coating is repeatedly connected and disconnected, generating electricity. Oh, cool.
That's awesome.
In a recent paper describing their success, the scientists showed how just a few of these seaweed tangs were able to generate a power string of 30 LED lights.
Wow, that's cool.
As they don't produce heat, light, or sound, they may have no impact at all on their marine environment. Some tidal energy generators are big, heavy machines full of right angles which the sea salt can bite into, but these effortlessly swing back and forth. Corrosion is suspected to be low. Minyi Zhu, a professor in marine biology engineering at a visiting scholar to Georgia Institute of Technology who helped develop the seaweed tangs, estimates that provided the underwater energy is enough to stimulate the tangs 2 or 3 times a second, a tidal farm equaling the size of Georgia could meet the entire world's energy needs. Whoa.
Wow.
And while that's enormously impractical due to the infrastructure that would be needed to transport that energy to, say, Iowa, one can infer that a smaller seaweed area of tangs could provide the energy of a coastal city. Huh.
Wow.
Ain't that
That's
something?
really cool.
You know what? One thing that I do know is that God has blessed humans with incredible abilities to figure out problems.
Yeah. Oh, definitely.
And it seems like it always, like every time you turn around, we're getting inspired by something in nature, or we're getting inspired by something that you just see, and it can be worked into other solutions. Just like, I mean, who would have thought? Oh, I'm gonna make seaweed work as an electric generator. Matter of fact, we have a fan, or we used to have a fan. We gave it to some friends of ours. That the fan works on heat. You set it on top of a wood-burning stove.
Yeah.
And there is a power generator in there called a TEG, TEG, thermal electric generator.
Yep.
And the way it works is really cool. It's like the super hot of the stove, and then the cool air, because there's fins, there's actually radiator fins. So the difference in the hot side of the tag and the cold side of the tag actually generates electrical current.
Yeah, it's really, really neat.
And in this case, it would spin the fan. But you could actually build them into battery generators. Well, not battery generators, electric generators that power batteries, charge batteries.
Right.
But how cool is that?
That is really neat. We gave our tag fan away because we don't have a wood burner in our living area. And it was really helpful when we used it at our house in Ohio. The furnace, or the fireplace, not fireplace, it was a wood.
It was a wood.
It was a buck stove.
It
was a buck stove.
A square one.
Right. So you put the tag fan on there, and it would help to push the heat back to the back bedrooms, and it really did a good job of heating the house.
Yeah.
And helping circulate that heat. It was really neat. I miss having a fireplace in the living room.
Yeah, you can get them. And it worked surprisingly well.
It really did.
Yeah, I mean, it was a fan that was probably about that big, but holy smokes, if it didn't push... I mean, it wasn't like blowing but it pushed enough air with the convection also of the room.
Right. To
really make a big difference.
It's not... they weren't expensive either. They were about $100. But what it did for the house really was a humongous... It saved us a ton of money.
Yeah.
So that's definitely worth it. And I know it's helping our friends with their house and getting the heat circulated. So I'm all for that. So.
All right, this next story, Christa found this one.
So funny.
Christa found this one, and I thought, man, that's cool. We got to share this story.
Yeah.
So on your mark, get set, go, baby, go.
All right, move over, Paw Patrol. If for those of you who have young kids, you know what Paw Patrol is.
Oh, yeah.
And make way for the Italian School of Water Rescue Dogs.
Boom.
The Milan organization. What a cute dog.
I thought it was a pig at first.
No, that's a Newfoundland.
Yeah,
it's a big dog.
Yeah.
The Milan organization has been patrolling Italian beaches for more than 30 years. Excuse me. With about 400 fully trained and certified life dogs, Newfoundlands primarily, but also Labrador Retrievers and German Shepherds, who save about 30 lives per year.
That blows my mind.
That blows my mind. Founder Ferriucci Palenga, a 61-year-old former photographer and volunteer with Italy's Civil Service Protection. Oh, I'm messing this article up. Sorry. With Italy's Civil Protection Service, began operations with his own Newfoundland dog. Mas Palenga and Mas saved several lives during the first few years.
Wow.
Working closely with the Coast Guard, military, and police to rescue sailors, divers, and swimmers up and down the Italian coast. Palenga uses the dolphin system, in which a handler holds onto the dog's harness as the dog swims out to the person in distress. Over the years, Palenga incorporated various watercraft and helicopters into his missions and began to train other canines. Volunteers can apply with their own pooch, but the training is arduous and takes at least a full year. Dogs are taught how to leap into the water from helicopters and rescue boats.
Helicopters?
Yeah.
They're like ninja warriors.
Right. As well as patented survival techniques. Newfoundlands and other water dogs are especially good at this work, Palenga says, because of their water-resistant coats and the ability to navigate currents. If I intervene alone, he says of life-saving, I am alone. If I intervene with a dog, I am a rescue team.
That's cool.
Currently working alongside another Newfoundland named Reef, Palenga has provided demonstrations and education to rescue services in the United States, Germany, and Switzerland.
Wow.
That is so neat.
Wow.
Yeah.
Well, and the dog's got that life preserver on there. When she read the story at first, I thought, man, that dog's got to be incredibly strong. It never occurred to me that, it would have a life
jacket
preserver.
on. Yeah.
I'm like, wow, that's amazing.
And I'm sure that the person would just hold on to the back of the life jacket and
I'll bet you the dogs are strong enough to help pull them to safety.
Yeah.
That's probably, I mean, I'm guessing, but I imagine that's probably one of the biggest benefits.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I think so, too.
Because I know, like, I did some rescue training when I was in Boy Scouts. Not a lot, because you're obviously a Boy Scout. But I remember one of the biggest dangers is the people being rescued pulling you, the rescuer, under. Because they're flipping out.
Yeah.
I mean, they're swallowing water, or if they can't swim, or whatever the issue is.
Yeah.
And so that's a dangerous moment when you're actually getting close to them. So I'll bet you this is incredibly helpful.
Yeah.
Because the dogs aren't going to sink.
No, not with the life preserver on, no.
And I'll bet you they can just kind of grab onto them.
Well, and we had a Labrador ages ago, and he, you remember Sam?
Sam was he
was an awesome dog.
The most big-hearted dog.
He was an excellent dog. He loved our kids. But when he was in the pool with us, he was trying to save the kids.
Yeah.
Even though they were able to swim.
Just when we're playing around.
We were just playing around, and he was trying to save the kids. It was instinct for them.
Yeah.
So it was really neat.
Yeah. Way to go, Newfies.
Yeah, no kidding.
All right.
Big.
This story, I got to preface this because when you found this story.
I found this one, yeah. Yeah.
And I don't know how to feel about this story. Part of me thinks it's comedy, and part of me thinks it's commentary on how whacked out we've gotten as a society.
Yeah.
And part of me thinks, well, I guess the parents just weren't paying attention.
There's that.
So here we go.
There's that.
Buckle up, Sally.
Yeah.
Here we go.
My goodness.
One tiny tot sure knows how to shop. It's an Indian name that I'm going to have trouble with, and I'm not trying to mispronounce it. So it's
Ayanish
Kumar of New Jersey is only 22 months old. Keep that in mind when you hear this. 22, not even
quite 2 years old. Yeah.
Yet he already knows how to handle a cell phone, and even more hilariously, to supply his family with more furniture than they'll ever need. On his mom's device, the little one began clicking away recently, ordering more than $1,700 worth of furniture from an online cart on her Walmart account. He found the cart icon, and soon an array of packages began arriving at the family's home in Middlesex County, New Jersey. The family has officially run out of room for all the boxes that have been arriving, the parents told Fox News Digital on Saturday afternoon in a phone interview. Mom Madhu said, actually, we needed only 2 to 4 chairs, but there were so many items in the online cart, our son went there and started clicking order for all of them. So he got 12 chairs. She went on. He placed all of the orders. I didn't see my email until days later and when packages were arriving. The amused dad added, my wife was asking me, did you order something without checking with me first? The family's hoping to get a refund from Walmart when they try to return some of the items. Initially, we were thinking that we would return everything, Dad Pramod told Fox News Digital, but now after the news has been so enjoyable, making people laugh and made them smile, especially during this bad time of COVID, all of these other things going on, we were just happy that this was making people laugh. He added, so we want to keep some of the items that our son ordered as a memory. We're still figuring it out. Walmart has a good return policy, so we are hopeful.
It's crazy.
Wow.
Honestly, just crazy. This little boy is, if he continues on this path, he's going to be wicked smart. in tech.
Yeah. So here's the thing too. I actually heard a story years ago on what's his face? Jack Black. When he had a child that started getting into Minecraft, and evidently he got a hold of his account and ended up racking up $2,500 in Minecraft doodads and who's its and what's its before anybody figured it out. I mean, now a guy like Jack Black, he can afford it, but even he was shocked.
Yikes.
And okay, but here's the thing. Treasure Rescue, Queen Bee. I ain't laughing either.
I'm not either.
That's why I said I'm not sure how to react to this story. I feel bad because, well, okay, obviously the kid was left alone long enough to do all this with mom's phone.
Yeah.
And nobody knew.
Right. What would, okay. We need to stop because I
This is the kind of thing that gets mom's blood boiling.
This gets my hackles up. Sorry, not okay.
Well, why don't we before we move on to the game? Yeah, wait till his Amazon order arrives.
Yeah, no kidding.
Yeah, maybe he's buying some analog recording equipment for me. That'd be nice. Anyway, we got a fun story for the last one, but then hang out because we're going to do the game.
The game.
The game.
The game.
The game.
Goodness.
Go, mama, go.
All right. Seaton's Electrical, based in Hull. I'm thinking this is England. Isn't that in England?
Okay.
Recently worked at Laura Nicole Anderson's home for 6 weeks doing some work. According to Anderson, her son Theo was obsessed, quote, obsessed with the workers and didn't miss any opportunity to help them or be around them. We have had the electricians in every other week for the past 6 weeks, and Theo has been obsessed with them. He has hounded them with questions, kindness, and constant offers of help, Anderson wrote in a Facebook post. After the job was complete, a staff member from the company returned to their home with an envelope for Theo.
This is cool.
This is really cool. Quite possibly the sweetest act of kindness I've ever seen, Anderson said. Inside the envelope was a pay slip with his wage of £15 for completing the following jobs: measuring of items, counting and adding up number of sockets, catering, yummy cookies, excellent volunteering, quality assurance, asking a lot of questions. Anderson said Theo was disappointed when the workers left, but was thrilled about the earnings from his first job. He made them refreshments, forced cookies upon them, and insisted they give him more jobs to do. Every question he asked, they answered with such kindness, really making time for him despite being really busy. The first thing he said after thank you was that he was happy as he wanted to go and buy his brother an Easter egg. That's cute.
Wow.
It doesn't say how old he was. I was curious.
Yeah.
But that's really sweet.
So, and how cool of that company. I got to be honest. What was the name of the company? It's Seaton's. Mm-hmm. Well done on you.
Yeah.
Well done, because they could have just, been, that kid was really neat and all that.
And then completely ignored it. But
they probably made this kid's whole week, month.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
And not only that, they created a memory for this kid that's going to last a lifetime.
Yeah.
For £15.
Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah. Yeah.
And
so
obviously the kid rubbed off on the family.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
So that's pretty neat.
Yeah. So that's neat. That is really neat. Yeah.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, it is that time. It is time
to
put on our prepper hats, our renew, reuse, recycle, reorganize.
Yeah.
Here we go. All right, Mom.
Yeah.
Flames or no flames?
No flames, please.
No flames?
No flames.
But it gives a very apocalyptic vibe.
No flames.
All right, fine, no flames.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right, no flames. But here's the game, ladies and gentlemen. It's the what in the heck could I possibly do with this item that's not its original or intended use. We're going to show you an item. You're going to show us a million different things that could possibly be uses for this item.
Yep.
And it cannot be what it's actually intended to be used for.
Right.
So say
you have to be very creative.
So if I said a piece of paper, you wouldn't say you write things on it. That would be no.
No.
You could say you could make a hat.
Or an airplane.
Airplane. That would be good.
Or a spitwad.
And you get cool points for the most creative idea.
Yeah.
And we will call you out and we will say, well done, cool, and favored servant.
That's right.
Well, you're not our servant.
No.
But faithful. Anyway, so, okay, first item on you guys ready to type? You ready to type? Ready to type? Ready to type? What can you do with this item that is not its original use? A Twizzler. Oh, yeah. Cream-filled Twizzler. Those
Orange
things
cream.
are awesome. These things actually do taste like orange cream. They're delightful. I love them. One of my favorites.
He has a bag of them on his shelf over there.
I hide them over there.
He hides them over there so that when he wants one, he goes and gets it.
I get one.
He gets one. He doesn't have the whole bag sitting on his desk. So a straw.
You could, except these ones are filled. But that's good. Rat bait. That's actually a really good one.
Yep.
A hair decoration. Ooh, yeah. And that way it'll also attract bats. I don't know. They like fruit. That's why I was going with fruit.
Yeah.
Cake
Bracelet.
decoration. Come on. Yeah.
Uses temporary glue.
Rabbit treats. Yeah, temporary glue.
Fire starter.
Fire starter. Really?
Maybe.
You think it would burn?
An
An emergency fan belt. Yes. Now we're talking. Tie them all together.
Yeah.
Gene says soda straw. Plug a hole in a boat. Now we're talking.
Yeah.
Oh, that wasn't showing up.
I got
you
it.
got it.
Yeah. Erex cleaner. Gross.
Oh, man. Mrs. T.
Lure Brad out of the studio.
Yeah.
Yes.
Like, put a stick on my head.
Honey.
It's like, put the stick on the head. Here, follow this.
Yeah. That's funny. Lint remover. Yeah, I guess if you just get it a little wet, it's going to be sticky all over. Actually, Roxanne, it's a horse treat.
It is a
You're
horse
not
treat.
kidding. Okay, so this is really funny. Brad was looking through a backpack in his closet that he has not used in
2 years.
2 years, at least 2 years. No, 3 years.
Probably.
It's been 3 years. So,
Belly button plug. Jeton.
ew, gross.
Oh.
So he found an open package of these same Twizzlers, and they were hard as a rock.
They were brittle.
You could break them.
Just like shatter.
Our cows and our donkey Puzzle absolutely love them.
It's their favorite treat.
It is their favorite treat.
It is their favorite treat.
They've been getting treats these last few days. It's been great.
Filling extractor. Oh, that's actually a good one, Laura.
Yeah, that's
I've got
funny.
a broken tooth myself. Yeah, that would work well. Okay, so you guys got the idea. Now we've got 4 more items, and I expect the creativity level to be high. So Mom's going to do the next one. So what is this perfect use that's not its intended use?
Right.
You mark?
Yes.
Good, set, go.
Skein of yarn.
What kind of yarn? That might make a difference.
Oh, actually,
A skein of yarn?
this is.
Is it?
It is merino wool.
So it's wool.
For those of you who care about the merino part, this is wool. It's actually super, super soft. So it's not, itchy and scratchy like some of the some other yarns. This one's really, really soft.
Shoestrings, dog chew point,
chew
a wig,
toy, a wig. Yep.
fake
Cat
mustache,
toy.
fake mustache. Tomato tie, yeah, Tammy. There you go. That's a good one.
Yep, that'll work.
Frog Feather says a filter. You could make a filter.
Temporary fence.
Yep.
Indoor yarn igloo. Ooh. Ah.
I want it for a hat. Says,
This is actually,
really
it's
nice.
really nice. It's thin though. That's the only thing is it's thin. It would make you'd have to have 2 of these, I think, to make a hat because this is not a lot of wool.
A dryer ball.
It's 220 yards, so.
A very expensive cat toy. You're right.
Very expensive cat toy.
I don't even remember where we got that.
These were sent to us. A family.
I remember now.
Didn't.
Yeah.
They sent Claire a bunch of yarn, and Claire didn't.
She didn't want.
She liked a certain kind, so she gave these to me.
Candle wicking. That would work.
Yes.
That would work. A muffler around your neck.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. All right.
Yeah. Baby mittens.
Okay.
Time waster.
Yeah. Could be.
Yep. You could sew buttons on. Lure my dog out of the house. Funny.
No kidding.
Funny.
All right, guys. This next one's going to be a little bit more interesting. That is, where was it?
I don't know what you wrote.
I can't read my writing.
Oh, this.
Oh, this one's yours.
This was mine.
Okay, go for it. Marcus, set, go. Paper bag.
Paper bag. A lunch sack.
I've got one.
Yeah.
You could cut it all up and make little labels for our soap that we sell.
Oh, wait. We already do that.
That's what we do. That's exactly what we do.
That's exactly what we do. That's why we have them. This makes great tags.
Yeah, tie it up.
Yeah, you could.
Tie the beard up.
For crying out loud, I'm not doing that again.
Look at that.
No.
That looks like a very Viking thing. My name is Helgar.
Oh my goodness gracious.
Puppets, hand puppets.
Yeah, hand puppets.
Food degreaser. Yeah, you put the food in there.
Yeah, no kidding.
Race starter. Pop.
Tomato ripener. Yep.
You know, it's been years since I popped a bag. I can't even remember the last time I popped a bag.
No, you can't pop a bag.
You don't even pop a bag?
No. Makes a loud noise, and I don't like it.
A hand puppet. Popcorn popper. There you go. Baked potato in the microwave.
Really?
I don't know how that would work.
I don't either.
Worm food, yeah. Compost it up. Absolutely. That's a good idea.
Right.
This one's next.
I know. Oops.
Yeah.
Saw it. Sorry.
I guess that one's next.
I was just moving it so that I didn't knock over anything. So.
We'll wait.
Mm-hmm. That way I
All right.
forget.
Next one, guys. Ready? I've got to hide it this way so that can't see. We got two left. Two items left, and this didn't want to go on here before.
Oh, just hold it then.
I'll just hold it up.
Yeah.
Okay. Next thing. Next item. What is the crazy other thing you could do? I imagine we're going to get some creative answers with this one. A little Lego man. Caleb, he likes playing with Legos. And this one, he made this guy.
He made the coat. He made the trench coat. Actually, yeah.
But he made this guy, and he picked the character from the Disney cartoon Phineas and Ferb. This is Doofenshmirtz, the evil mastermind guy. Evil Incorporated.
Yeah. That's
Cake
funny.
decoration.
Yes.
Yeah, Mr. Bill. Magnet. Foot pain. Yeah. No kidding.
Yeah. Not what it causes. Here, I can fix it.
It's the wrong kind. That's why it doesn't fit on there well.
Oh.
Yeah.
Got it. Yeah. No, Caleb actually makes trench coats and capes for his little Lego dudes. And
a doorstop.
Yeah.
Profane word maker.
Yes, there you go.
Chew toy. You could make it into jewelry. That actually would be kind of cool. Scary Movie Man.
Yeah.
Some of those Lego stop animation movies are really, really good.
They're really good, yeah.
Yeah.
Mini frost scraper.
Slingshot ammo. There you go. Aha.
Map out your war plan.
Plug a hole in the wall. Give to your neighbors.
Photograph Lego man visiting sites.
That's actually
funny.
We might have to do that, Jean Marie.
Getting stuck in the vacuum? Yes. I tell the kids if I find the Legos on the ground, I throw them away.
Yeah.
Or Brutus eats them.
That's more likely. Brutus usually he cleans them up pretty good. So I guess you could say that it's dog cleaner outer.
Yeah, well, he doesn't. He just chews them up and then spits them out.
Oh, if he swallowed them though.
Oh yeah, that'd be nasty.
Oof.
Like flat Stanley. Oof. Yeah, no kidding.
All right, last item of the evening, guys. Now, you cannot use its original or intended use, but this is going to be a problem because this is intended for a lot of different uses. So you want to do it?
Sure. I'll hold it up.
Market, set, go. Like Vanna White. WD-40 with the cool can that'll spray both ways.
Ooh, Powell, Ohio. Cool.
It'll spray that way, and it'll spray the other way. But don't spray it.
No, I won't spray it. Are you kidding? No
way.
Oh,
my gosh. We look together, make a keychain, says Rob. All right, WD-40. There's so many uses.
So many uses.
So many uses. Squeak stopper. Sticker remover. Oh, I think I have heard that. Headlight yellow remover. Is that true?
Huh?
Is that true? Because we've had old cars in the past that had that problem.
Pan grease. I wouldn't put that in a pan. Not unless if you're gonna cook with it. No way.
Ink remover from clothes.
Huh?
What? Huh.
Label remover from jars, definitely.
Water sled lubricant. Be like lightning.
Yeah, that's funny. Tank is from Powell, Ohio. I lived in Powell, Ohio when I was a kid.
Tank?
Yeah. Yeah.
Arthritis. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Stop moving.
All right.
Oh, forget it. I can't do it.
So that's it, guys. We are going to wind out the evening. But before we do, Mom, one quick thing. Right? Just a reiteration.
Shovel slickener.
Just a reiteration. And don't leave because we're going to play some music for you. Going to play some music for you that I wrote and recorded. Hopefully you like it.
So, yeah, just the Thrive deals that are going on this month. If you buy one of the can systems, you get $100 in Thrive credit. And then also, if you sign up to be a consultant, you also get $25 in Thrive credit. So, awesome deal. Check it out if you like.
Yep.
So, yeah.
Well, and also, if you're interested in becoming a consultant, I got to tell you what. There's few businesses that you can get involved in that are this affordable that you basically just tell people about it. And if they like it, great. If not, no big deal.
Right.
And then you make a commission.
Yep.
So that said, you guys know we're believers, so it should not come as a shock to you that we would like to pray. But if you're not, we also don't want to beat anybody over the head about anything. So you're warned. We're going to pray here in a second, and then I'm going to play for you a song that is a scripture song. So it's directly scripture, and it's set to music, and this one is the 126th Psalm.
And it's set to music he wrote and recorded, and it's awesome.
Well, yeah. Thank you, baby. Let's pray. Father God, thank you so much. I ask, Lord, if you would just do what you do in each and everyone's life. Just pick them up and love on them like a dad who just is absolutely into his kids and loves his kids. And let them know that they're not alone. You'll never leave them. You'll never forsake them. And Lord, help us to understand that and embrace it and to receive you. Amen.
Amen.
You guys have a great night. Bye. Fortunes of Zion, we were like those who dream. Then our mouth was filled with laughter, and our tongue with shouts of joy. Then they said among the nations, the Lord has done great things for them. We are
refuge and strength, a very present help in trouble. Therefore we will not fear. Though the earth gives way, though the mountains be moved into the heart of the sea, those who sow in tears shall reap with shouts of joy. He who goes out weeping, bearing the seed for sowing, shall come home with shouts of joy, bringing his sheaves with him. The Lord has done great things for them. The Lord has done great things for us. We are glad. God is our refuge and strength, a very present help in trouble. Therefore we will not fear. Though the earth gives way, though the mountains be moved into the heart of the sea, blessed be God, because he has not rejected my prayer or removed his steadfast love for me, love for me, love for me, love for me, his love for me, love for me, love for me, his love for me, love for me, his love for me. God is our refuge and strength, a very present